If you had to go all in and build your team, should it be virtual or should it be a completely in-office team?
We did it in COVID. People don't want to come back to your office, and I'm barely ever there.
Probably hired over 200 VAs at this point, if not more, and it went all in on virtual.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I do criminal defense exclusively. So for us, people kind of need to come in the office, but more importantly than that, I'd say about 50% of our clients are Hispanic, and we need a little more hand-holding in that population. So for them, we would in office.
Ziola Charles, criminal and personal injury. Get with the program, folks. We did it in COVID. People don't want to come back to your office, and I'm barely ever there. The overhead, it makes no sense. Get with the program.
If there was an option for a hybrid, I think that'll be probably the better way to go. When I got exposed to virtual, I went all in, probably hired over 200 VAs at this point, if not more, and it went all in on virtual. And then there was Hamid on this side who's been raised in 30, 40 years of all offices, hardcore, thousands of people in a team. And I'm like, Hamid, this doesn't make sense. Why are you doing this? Why are you building an office right now where I'm hiring these VAs for $5 an hour and scaling that up? And we ended up in the middle. The way to go, I think, most efficient system is a hybrid model where you have your in-house as your important roles, your managers, your directors, your lawyers, people that are crucial part of your core team. But your day-to-day, it's a lot more efficient, cost-effective, as you mentioned, all that stuff. A lot of the day-to-day can be done virtually. So try to have kind of a both of a model supplemented. Our members know the resources to be able to do that. If not, there's LegalSoft at the very least. It's like literally, I don't know if you guys noticed, it's like a menu. I would like one of these and one of these and one of these. Order your burgers before you leave. Take full advantage of it. If you don't have virtual, everybody should have some virtual for sure. Next one, traditional court proceedings or virtual hearings. Which one is more efficient? Which one is better?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Todd Sternberg of Sternberg Family Law, divorce and family law firm here in Los Angeles. Well, I'm a bit of a hybrid approach, right? If it's just a procedural hearing, I very much promote the virtual appearance. But if this is a contested, substantive hearing where the dependency of children's regular schedules with their parents are there, I still think that in-person appearances in front of your judicial officer is very much important and does give you an advantage. I've seen it play out while sitting and waiting. I've been involved in it, and there hasn't been many times since the pandemic where I haven't prevailed or a team member of mine hasn't prevailed at an in-court proceeding when the other counsel is appearing virtually. Now, as a scalable concept, right, I have to kind of figure out what that looks like, right, because the preference is to do much more virtual appearances, but still substantive hearings, trials, etc. I still believe that a traditional court in-person appearance reigns supreme.
From an efficiency standpoint, when I used to have in-person hearings, I would have to drive to, let's say in one day, West Palm Beach, and I could schedule one in the morning. And then if I had another one in Miami, I have to be scheduled that in the afternoon. And that would take about 4 to 5 hours out of my day. Now, I can have multiple hearings in one day, and I'm more efficient. I don't have to wait a month or 2 months or 3 months to get on the judge's motion calendar for something simple. So just from an efficiency standpoint, virtual hearings over traditional court hearings to be more productive, right? On another note, in Broward County, we're actually all virtual now. Since the pandemic, we've moved from in person to virtual. So the only time we're going into court in Broward is for trial or an evidentiary hearing.
Hi, I'm Liz. I do estate planning, probates, guardianships, conservatorships. I think mixing them up is nice. I started having clients on Zoom appear in lingerie, and I really appreciated seeing them at the courthouse so we could swing by and grab a jacket. But I do think it helps build rapport with judicial staff and courts. And I also do a lot of courtroom resolution. So I meet other attorneys and we solve other cases. And so it's very billable for me.
Ultimately, I think in an ideal world, if we can have an option for both and somehow the two parties and whoever's involved, mediators, could kind of give whatever that's best for the clients, that would be the ideal world. But both options I think would be ideal. But as we heard, there's efficiency, there's also the human element that is super important. So hopefully the way it will work itself out for our systems.